Hello everyone, this is Derek from Corax Training, and today we're going to do a very quick 1-year update on the JP5. So a year ago I switched from the MP5 over to the young upstart JP5, and I haven't looked back. So what has the last year or so been like shooting the JP5? In short, pretty awesome. No plans to change. The JP5 is the best competition PCC on the market for a few reasons. If you want to learn more about that, you can check out my original video, but the long and short of it is it combines the best parts of an AR-15, the ergonomics, and the best parts of the MP5, namely the delayed roller blowback action. And to top it all off, it uses the ubiquitous, reliable, and inexpensive Glock pattern magazines to run the whole thing. So that's just sort of the triple threat combo there. It all combines into the greatest competition PCC of all time. Have I had any problems over the past year? I'm gonna say no, with a little bit of an asterisk. So what is that asterisk? Well, it just comes down to how the original MP5 bolt was designed and how JP carried forth that design. So I don't blame JP for using the original MP5 design. It's proven over decades, but it does kind of have a weakness, and the weakness is right there, that extractor spring. Depending on your firing schedule, somewhere between 3,000 and 5,000 rounds, these springs wear out. And you'll know when they start to wear out because you'll get very, very distinct malfunctions. And you can call it a failure to eject, but what's really happening is the case head is just barely being held by that extractor, and it will wobble around. And when the bolt is coming back before it actually hits the ejector, which sort of comes up and gives it a judo chop, the round will fall out of the extractor and just kind of go wherever it wants to go. So it's really kind of a failure to extract, but it manifests more as a failure to eject. Anyway, it'll start to happen, I guarantee it, and it did for me as well. So between 4,000 and 5,000 rounds, that started to happen. Of course, I knew exactly what it was. I have a pile of these replacement springs on hand. You should too. And so you can just quick pop that out, pop a new one in, and go about your day. So it's not really a huge deal, but it is part of the maintenance cycle. This gun, as it stands right now, has a bit over 8,000 rounds. So I suspect here soon I'm going to be replacing this spring again. And in fact, I may just, since it's out of the gun and I'm thinking about it, I might just replace it today before I put everything away again, just so I don't have to worry about it. But that is one thing you'll have to look out for. As a process improvement, this is a solved engineering problem. So this is an MP5 bolt by a company named MAD. I don't know if they're making these bolts anymore, but I think maybe RCM, Rim County Manufacturing, they make a bunch of HK stuff. I think they may be making these bolts. JP, if you're listening, get them to make bolts or make these bolts. And JP, if you don't want to do it, RCM, make these bolts, but for JP5s. I'll buy them because I know they work. So, 5,000 rounds on that extractor spring. This one has over 30,000 rounds on it, and the spring is still going strong. This is just a better design. It's really the only thing I could say that could make the JP5 a better competition system, because you basically 10x the amount of rounds you can put through the gun before you really have to worry about any severe maintenance. The trigger continues to be fantastic. I haven't broken the charging handle yet. The muzzle, the comp doesn't get too caked up, so you can see it's very dirty right now. I shot this gun in a match last week and I haven't cleaned the comp, but that's about as dirty as it gets. It doesn't really foul up too bad. You can just soak it in solvent for a couple of hours and then the carbon cleans up. The handguard has held up pretty well. It still has really good grip on it. I was worried that maybe this this grip would wear off pretty fast, but you know, after a year, it's still going strong. No other major breakages or really maintenance. You just do whatever you do to clean a gun, run a bore snake through the bore, you know, whatever ritual you have, keep it oiled and it will continue to run. So that's just a really quick update. 2 thumbs up on the JP5, and we'll see what the next year or so is like. Still not getting rid of the MP5, obviously. Went through the NFA process, so it's kind of mine forever now. I still shoot it every now and then for fun. It continues to be the most fun PCC of all time, and if you ever get a chance to shoot it in full auto, the coolest submachine gun of all time. But for competition sake, you just can't really beat the AR ergonomics, the Glock capacity magazines, because you can buy extensions and make them essentially as long as you want, and just the overall reliability of the system. So thanks for watching.